Hi! So our video for today will be like a kwentuhan vlog on things I learned or are still learning during the pandemic. So yeah, magkukwentuhan lang tayo today in my video. Yeah, over the past year, some stuff that I realized would be that first, I guess would be that we spend so much time doing stuff mindlessly that we often take, the activities that we do for granted. Yeah, so for example, the pandemic really revealed how many activities that we do every day we take for granted. Like, for example, going out, working in the office, nakakapag-commute tayo, or just breathing the fresh air without the need for masks. Even like eating out, meeting or seeing our friends. Those were things that I think a lot of us took for granted before. Pero nung nag-pandemic and we realized na we couldn't do those things anymore, it started to feel like, oh, these are like activities that are important to me. But since parang nasanay na ako with it, I wasn't doing it mindfully anymore. Like, natitake for granted ko na siya and I just do it. Just because sanay na ako sa kanya. Not realizing that these activities are like the very things that make us feel fulfilled or happy. Or, just us in general. Just feeling like yourself in general. So this is the reason I think why it was so hard on us. Specifically during the start of the pandemic. Because we had to realize that there were so many activities we were taking for granted, and now that we couldn't do it, we had to relearn how to do them on our own or maybe through a screen. Yung mga ganong stuff. Yeah, technically we had to relearn really how to do our activities that make us fulfilled and happy in a new context, in an online context, in a socially distanced context. Alam mo yun, yung sanay kang lumalabas everyday, you had this routine everyday where you wake up at a certain time, take a bath, eat breakfast, go out. But then, because of the pandemic, bigla na lang you had to stay in a room or you had to stay at home all of the time. So really, we really had to adjust a lot. As an OT, something that I realized, fairly early on, thankfully, was that routines really are important. So as an OT, we learned that when we consider someone's health, we also consider the person's capabilities, their skills, or even their conditions, ganyan. But we also consider our environment and the activities that we do. And routines are a big part of what makes us feel fulfilled as human beings, technically. The routine makes us feel like we're doing something, we're being productive, we feel fulfilled when we have the routines. Setting your own routines and making sure you have enough time for your work, you have activities to keep you, occupied in the day, and making sure as well that you have enough time for rest and enough time for yourself, those really go a long way, Kahit na hindi ka lumalabas, wala ka masyadong nakakausap na people face to face, just resetting your routines really, or putting importance on your routines, really improves quality of life. So yeah, given that realization, over the past year, I really took it as a challenge upon myself to build good and healthy habits. So even if I'm at home, I would wake up at 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. every day. Even on weekends sometimes, I just don't have to get up as fast on weekends. Pero, yeah, I really set a specific time for me to wake up. I set a specific time for work. And when it's already 5 or 6 p.m., I get off work already and make sure that I don't think much about work or respond to work-related emails or messages beyond that time. And it really helped, I think because when you have this specific time frame na eto lang yung work hours ko, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., then marirealize mo na eventually you start to learn how to focus on your work better during that work hour. para after that time, hindi mo na talaga siya iisipin kasi talagang tinapos mo na siya. Aside from that, of course, no, meron akong work hours na 8 to 5 p.m. But that doesn't mean na dire-diretso ako nag-work nun. I just put aside my phone and then, have lunch, 12 to 1. And then I have protected times as well. Like, for example, ang protected time ko last year for exercising would be around like 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So, anytime between 3 to 5, I would really set aside time to exercise. Like, I really made it a point to make it a habit. And it's not so hard anymore to, get the motivation to do that these days. Yeah. And then I also set aside time to write in my journal, not think about work, just lying around, checking social media, or even doing other stuff that I want to do for myself. So I really restructured my whole routine, and it really helped with quality of life, and then really, just feeling happy even if I'm just stuck at home. Yeah, really routine and protecting your time so you can focus and put your mind on the task, not multitasking. I think it helped me feel accomplished and grateful for the things that I do every day. Another thing that I realized would be something a bit more cliche, but still it rings true.